Hello, everyone. This is Cristiana Eltrayan, your host for the Pranic Consciousness Summit, and we are here today with Oberom, a fabulous Pranic Consciousness teacher who has been undergone the Pranic process since 2003. Yes, or 2001, actually.
Yeah.
Oberom has joined this process with his whole family, which is very interesting. It's the first family we know of that have done this process all together. So, Oberom, we can't wait to hear more about you and your background. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, it's a big pleasure for me to be here, and thank you so much for your invitation. Hello, everyone.
Um,
Well, when we mm, get this knowledge that it's possible to have this kind of initiation, my family that is no common family because we are a lot of people, parents and 10 children.
so it's 12 persons, yes?
Yes.
Okay.
Uh, all follow the yogi philosophy, so we became very interesting to live this experience. And then my mother starts and was something amazing to see how she changed and became so sweet. So was something fantastic. And then the whole family wants to be the same. So each month, another member of the family starts the process. And yeah, was amazing. Actually, my experience with the process was something that really changed my life, the form that I see the life, the world. And I still now we are working with the 21-day process, and yeah, it's something magical, really magical.
So each one of you has started the process in 1 month. So basically, in 1 year, the whole family has undergone this process. How did you find out about it? About this
We
possibility?
okay. My parents, they are disciple of Paramahansa Yogananda,
So Kriya
so
Yogis, yes?
Kriya Yogis, exactly. So we grow in listening about the adventures of Yogananda, autobiography of a yogi. And in that book, Yogananda talks about many special beings like Teresa Newman, like Jiribala, Mahavatar Babaji.
Yes.
And for us was very true, and we really accept possibilities, something real to be beyond this ordinary human being. And in 2001, was brings to us the book Living on Light from Jasmuhin. My mother started to read the book, and she really passionate for the content in the book, and and she starts. We live in a countryside in the middle of nature, so she entry in a small house that we have in our land, and she spent 21 days there alone, just her inner side, inner connecting with the inner being, and she changed a lot, and we became very surprised and wish to be the same.
So fabulous.
Yeah.
Fabulous, fabulous story. It's the first story of an entire family that we hear of. I'm sure probably there's more of us who do this around the world, but you are the most known ones. And about the Kriya preparation, how many years did your mother practice this technique before she found out about the process?
Well, I start my process with 17 years old. Since I've born, yeah, they 20 years for sure. They
So
practice.
she has practiced the Kriya for 20 years and then she found out about the Breatharianism, yes?
Yeah, exactly.
I am asking this specifically because there's a big Kriya community here in Romania, and I'm also connected to other Kriya communities. I'm a Kriya yogi myself, and this is why I'm asking this specific questions for those of us listening. This is why I'm insisting on this. Thank you for sharing.
Great.
So would you say this has been the guidance of some special masters that you have, or
Um, in that time, actually, we was really connected with this yoga stuff and the yoga masters like Hamana Maharish, like Hamakrishna
yes?
and Yogananda. But after made the 21-day process, we also opened our mind and connection and heart for another masters that was really present during our journey, like Saint Germain, like El Moria, and also Confucio and Lao Tse. So everything became more connected, more one.
Expanded, yes.
Yeah.
And at 17 you started this. What was your background before? Were you a regular teenager, or did you have this yogic practice yourself?
Uh, we grow up always following follows vegetarian diet, lot of devotional practicing. We had a mantra. Each one had one mantra. We practicing yoga, not regularly, but sometimes do, yes. And but my teenager, I was more in a sports life. So I was athlete of handball. I really like to do bicycle and more to the physical, and this social topics I was not so there. But my mother, when I saw her with that light, I yes, I had the sure that it's something to me also. And then I became much more spiritual and look for much more searchings about myself, about how is beyond the appearances.
So, would you say this has changed your life, and how?
Absolutely. This
Yes.
everything. Um, I I start to perceive myself as a being that have one mission here. I start to observe that a character very heavy, my ego. Um, Actually, everything became very clear myself. Does make any magical, no special effects. This awareness to know not and what I am, the whole difference in my life until now.
Thank you. For how many years have you been in this state? So you started at 17. How old are you now?
I'm 32.
Oh, so many years.
Yeah, some years.
15 years, yes?
Yeah, many stories and experience. For example, when we started looking for stop eating, we was focusing be be more spiritual, ascend this higher self, be more conscious, and but still there the information about breatharian. So we think in that time that to this stage we must. So after doing the process, we spend 9 months food, just take some and just some days in a week, not every day. In this compromise to maintain this discipline.
So,
Then we find out that limited our possibilities. We are going for the field of infinite possibility. Also can eat, and the food destroy our state of consciousness if we eat love food.
so please, I will
And
please ask you to repeat the last sentence because there are some interruptions and I'm not sure if the audience heard it well. So about the food,
okay,
you try to be on juices and only some days a week, yes?
yeah, exactly. Then
And
in
yeah,
the 9 months we realized that we was limited our possibilities.
okay.
We are to the field of infinite possibilities. Eat, of course, the
Okay.
right things, our native foods. I mean, no animal products and organic, this kind of thing.
Okay, so your life just shifted towards a more balanced way of feeding yourself, partly from light and partly from healthy physical food.
Yeah, there is one point in that story that really makes us to observe more. When we decide to back to eat something, our ego says, okay, now you are free.
Okay.
To eat, and and then inner being back for a good discipline for you. We choose some days in a week that means nothing, and eat food or normally raw food in the other days. But also sometimes we are aware to listen our inner being if we need to spend without food or if we need to get food. We are not problem at that point. So
Thank you.
sometimes we no take food, just liquid. But this is not the big point experience. Or to maintain this presence, maintain this awareness. One little topic, just one detail in our experience.
So, would you say that this process, this pranic process, was just a purification and then got you more into the awareness and the consciousness of being one with the source, nourishing you, and then you can be free and eat when you feel guided to eat? Yes?
Yeah, I agree with this point. Actually, I feel that the 21-day process or any will open the door, will not take you and hold your hand, walk with you. Just open the door, what have after that, and you will do your journey. So it's just one start. Of course, our being more clear, our mind more clear, and the connection more strong. But this is the mission. This is the hard part.
So, walking the path. And this is more opening to your inner awareness, and then you know, you follow your inner guidance better. Yes?
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's a process of mastery. How did your family life change after you've all gone through this experience? Your family dynamics and the stuff. How did it change?
Um, there's three sisters that make the process with 13. So they spend the teenager time with this, and actually to simplify my answer, we feel that our house became a laboratory because each one has different feedbacks and experience and insights. We make good conversations about what to we became more with each other. and a little bit disconnected. We became a strange family, but we all been very connected and more spiritual, and in the miracle we
Yes.
experience until now.
You talked about the family motivation of being more conscious, more aware. What was your personal motivation as a teenager when you started?
I I like it, this all topics about immortality, telekinesis, telepathy, levitation,
The cities.
to the CDs. And I needed to actually I my inner motivation was to be a better servant, but my ego likes the CDs, and I after the process I need to work with this to disattach of these ideas, to be more simple, to serve better and not think about me in the first point.
Would you, and if you look at 15 years later, like in your mature life now, what is your motivation now to continue this?
Um, I see the process as a tool that open the eyes, the soul eyes, and every retreat is an opportunity to go inside, to experience the true silence and make connection with the real being. And I think this is really important for humanity now, because we have a lot of bad influences, and we need to bring to this, to our mother earth, this love that is inside. And sometimes we need to go deep inside to find this, because people sometimes really um, cannot see. And this tool is a very powerful tool to open this eye. And my motivation is to maintain in this level of happiness, but especially the the awareness, and create more viveka, discernment, to make uh, my choice in the right way and be able for the higher energy works in this earth.
Fabulous.